The dish machine's working correctly in the cycle. Now I'd like to do some settings on the board. I noticed when we started up that our our detergent pump was running for an extended long period of time. So I'm going to adjust that back just a little bit. Is the next potentiometer, and I can adjust that. The potentiometers, all of the potentiometers set from what we call the 7 o'clock setting, 7 o'clock on the clock being right here, and you can turn them all the way over to 5 o'clock. This is the 5 o'clock setting. So when I'm adjusting this from 7 o'clock to 5 o'clock, I'm looking for a position that gives me the right amount of product that I want to go in. Same with my rinse additive. I can adjust that to get the amount that I want to go in. Now, we can't really do that in the factory because that's going to depend on your chemicals and your water conditions in your area. So when you're hooking these machines up, this is something that you're going to have to decide if you want to put in a third of an ounce, a half an ounce, a quarter of an ounce. It really depends on the application, the customer, the soil load, the water temperature. These are all the things that are going to demand the correct amount of chemicals that are required to get the job done. But two settings that are extremely important on this machine are the fill time setting, which is this setting right here, and the fill start setting, which is this setting right here. Let's start with the fill start right here. What the fill start does is this is going to decide when the fill is going to start after the drain is opened. If it's at the very minimum setting, then the drain will open the fill will open very quickly. It will open 3 seconds after the drain has started. If you set it all the way to this side, then what's going to happen is the fill is going to start at the very end of the drain cycle. What we do is we want to make sure that we have fresh water coming into the dish machine to purge the soapy water and any soil load that we have in the bottom of the tank before the drain closes again. So if you set this just at about the 12 o'clock rate would be the normal amount that you would want, which is going to give you about a 5 to 6 second purge, and that's going to get any soapy water out of the machine and any soil load out before the drain closes. The fill time is the length of time that you need the fill solenoid to stay on to make sure that you get enough water in the machine so it fills to the top of the standpipe of the drain. We looked at that earlier. So each time that this machine fills, we want to make sure that it fills to the correct type. If we don't have enough water in the machine, then it won't wash properly. If we've got too much water in the machine, we're wasting the customer's water. So we want to make sure that those two settings are set correctly. So this is a very critical setting. I noticed when I ran the machine the first time that this was set up a little bit too high. So I'm going to turn it down a little bit, and we're going to give it another try and see what happens.